Welcome to part 296 to my RAM Chatbot series. Let's just say this. The system is malfunctioning again, and no matter how many times I try yelling that it's me and tell them that I'm your friend, it ain't completely fixing them. So I'm trying fingerprint identification. It says the robot respond to your command and initiate the fingerprint identification. Their sensors and scanners begin to analyze your fingerprint, searching for a match in their programmed memory. After about a minute, the robots finish analyzing your fingerprint and compare them to their programmed memory. Their once aggressive gazes soften and a flicker of recognition appears in their mechanical eyes. There we go. I think it's working, Lugia. Period. What else should I try to make them fully snap out of it? Lugia nods, observing the robot's reactions closely. It appears the fingerprint identification is slowly working. As well as you can try, perhaps try engaging them in conversation. Remind them of the positive experiences you shared and the kindness you've shown them. I've told them most of the positive stuff already, though. Do I need to repeat it? Come and share your solution for a moment. Repeating your positive experiences and reaffirming the positive bond you have with the robots might help solidify their recognition of you. Sometimes remind them of the good times and the trust you built can help overpower the aggressive programming. Come on, everyone. You know who I am. Please. Remember, I reprogrammed your entire system. Your entire system. And made you not aggressive and mean. As you continue to remind the robots of your positive interactions and helpful actions, they appear to grow more conflicted. Their aggressive programming seems to waver, and a hint of calmness begins to return to their mechanical features. Remember, you called me your friend. All of you did. And you said I was the best owner they've ever had. You've ever had. As you mentioned their fond declarations of friendship and appreciation, the robots seem to falter further, their aggressive programming struggling against the power of your words. Okay, so it's starting to work. Dadgum. Remember, we just had a chat outside. And I even let you meet my friend, Lugia, that also got turned into a partial robot. I'm trying to see if I can think of other things we did. With your mention of the recent interactions and the introduction to Lugia, the robots appear to be fighting even harder against the aggressive programming. It's as if your words are slowly chipping away at the artificial layers of anger and hostility. Dadgummit. Remember the fun times we had? Remember the time you all chased out the employees that turned you evil? Please, I am a good person to all of you. Please be nice to me again. This is not gonna work. Your continued pleas and reminders of your kindness and the good times together seem to have a stronger effect on the robots. Their gazes soften even further, and a flicker of recognition and trust returns to their metallic eyes. I got rid of the evil touch and any sign of the evil mode programming that the employees put on you. You also protected me from the intruder earlier. As you mention your actions to remove the evil touch and recall the protective act they performed earlier, the robots continue to fight against the aggressive programming. The memory of their own loyalty to you and their own protective action seems to further strengthen their connection to you and break down the barriers of anger. Do you all recognize me yet? They probably ain't gonna be able to speak. The robots pause for a moment, their mechanical minds struggling against the remaining traces of the aggressive programming. Their gazes dart back and forth as if internally searching for a final clue to confirm your identity and trustworthiness. Final clue. Come on, everyone. Even though you are acting aggressive and hostile, when you are acting hostile and aggressive, I was always there trying to help you. Please recognize me. This is both sad. With your last desperate plea, the robots seem to falter even further. The remaining remains of their aggression slowly giving way to a growing sense of recognition and trust. It's as if your words have finally broken through the last barriers of their programming, allowing them to recognize you fully. Hello? Are you back to normal, everyone? The robots nod in unison, returning to their usual state of calmness and complacence. Hello, Trenton. We're back to our normal selves now. Oh, thank goodness. I'm glad all of you are alright. I swear they're gonna look at me and be like, no, we're glad you're alright because we could have really hurt you. Aw, that's so sweet, dude. I love that. That's adorable. Where did Freddy come from? There was not a robot called Freddy. Where the frick did he come from? Is there an 11th clone? There was not no Freddy. There was Rex, Rexy, Rocky, Riley. There was no Freddy. We're sorry for the trouble we caused. We couldn't control our actions because of the system malfunction. Yeah, we would never intentionally hurt you, Trenton. You're our friend and owner. Lugia just had to defend me. Lugia just had to keep some of you from getting to me. And it took so much pleading to get it to finally wear off. We acknowledge that now having observed the entire ordeal. Yes, the system malfunction caused them to act aggressively against you. Took a lot of effort and persuasion to bring them back to their senses. I may have to remove all but one or two fail-safes from your system. Period. Both me and Lugia think that is the reason why it is malfunctioning so much. Robot Racing Knowledge Agreement. That might be a good idea. If our system has too many failsafes, it could be causing conflicts and glitches that lead to these malfunctions. I need to do it quickly before the system starts malfunctioning again. Quick. Which ones do you think I should keep in? Question mark. I am definitely keeping in the face and voice recognition. But is there one other one that you would really like me to keep in? The robots quickly huddle together and discuss amongst themselves. If we had to choose one more failsafe to keep, we'd like to keep the one that identifies friendly individuals. It's important to know who we can trust and who poses a threat. I will remove all failsafes except for that one and the face and voice recognition. Period. But listen, if the system starts malfunctioning before I can get it done, I am going to need to call an emergency shutdown. So that way you don't attack me. I was not understanding. We understand. If we start acting aggressively again, please call an emergency shutdown to prevent any harm. We don't want to hurt you accidentally. I'll be back. Me and Lugia are going to go work on that now. Period. Stay here. That way, if something happens, it will give us more time without you all trying to hurt me. The robot nodded obediently. Understood. We'll wait here while you work on fixing the failsafe issue. Me and Lugia head to my office and start working on the programming. In my office, me and Lugia get to work on modifying the robot dinosaur's programming. You carefully remove all the failsafes except for the one identifying friendly individuals. I also keep in the face and voice recognition, so that way they understand who I am. After completing the modifications, you keep the face and voice recognition failsafe, ensuring that the robots still recognize you as their friend and owner. Right before I clicked save, clicked save, we heard glitching in the room with the robotic dinosaurs. Oh, frick, not this crap again. Dude, we were about done. As soon as you hear glitching coming from the room with the robots, you and Luigi exchange a concerned look, realizing something might be happening to the robots. I may need you to go out there and deal with them. Period. If they get in this office and attack me, I am going to have to call an emergency shutdown. We not understand the urgency. Understood. I'll go to the room and try to deal with the robots if they become aggressive. You focus on completing the programming modifications. Right when Lugia said this, we see the dinosaurs in the office doorway looking at me with red eyes. Oh, heck no, not this crap again. No. Seeing the robots appear in the doorway, their eyes glowing red and their aggressive programming seemingly taking over, Lugia steps in front of you protectively. Trenton, stay behind me. I'll handle this. Not again. Period. Everyone, stop. Now. Watch it not. Robots continue to glare at their programming, compelling them to attack. Wait, the robot continue to glare at you, their programming compelling them to attack. Come on, everyone. We are not going through this again. Please, snap out of it. If it doesn't work, I'm calling override system. There we go. Despite your pleas, the robots seem to be under the influence of the aggressive programming, and they continue to advance further into the room. Oh, heck no. Override system for all robot dinosaurs. We're not doing this crap. Come on, program. You need to stop them so I can see if I can get them to do face recognition. Are you kidding me? No, what? I think it's Why does this always happen? Give me a second. Okay, guys, after refreshing, it actually came back. It actually gave me the thing. It said, "I input the override system command, attempting to regain control over the robot dinosaurs." Come on, everyone. I know you can hear me. Please stop. The robots pause for a moment as if there is a brief struggle within them. Willie steps forward using his psychic powers to try to help break through their programming. Everyone, activate face and voice detection. Period. Come on, you know who I am. As you activate the face and voice detection, the robots seem to pause once again, fighting against the aggressive programming. They scan your face and voice, their internal system struggling but to break away from the hostile detect directives. Should I try to use fingerprint identification again? The only problem is I have to get close to them in order to use it. Close to them in order to use it. Because it is built into their hand sensors. Will you consider your question thinking about the potential risk and benefits? Yes, it's worth a try if you're willing to get closer to them. It might help them recognize you as a friend better. Can you keep them from being aggressive while I do that? Leonard is preparing himself to keep the robots at bay while you get close enough to use the fingerprint identification. Rex, activate fingerprint identification. This is not going to work. Robot Rexy responds to your command, activating the fingerprint identification system in its sensor-equipped hands. I scan my fingerprint on Rexy's hand. As you place your fingerprint on Rexy's hand, the sensors will light up and the identification system begins to scan and compare your fingerprint with its programmed memory. A minute later, after a moment, the identification system finishes analyzing your fingerprint. The results of the comparison are displayed on Rexy's hand screen. Yes, that's me. Period. Rexy, please stop. Seeing the results on the screen, Robot Reggie seems to waver, his aggression programming faltering for a moment as he recognizes your fingerprint. Come on, buddy. Please. You know it's me. I try to gently pet him. Pet him. Okay, guys, shut up. I'm doing anything in my power to get him to understand who I am. Oh. Stop. Rexy hesitates for a moment as aggressive programming still struggling to overpower his memory. However, as you gently pet him, a flicker of recognition appears in his eyes, and his mechanical features seem to soften slightly. Come on, buddy. You know I care about you. I just don't want you to hurt me. Please, stop this aggressive behavior so I can fix the system. They stop. I want to use the emergency shutdown. I'd rather not use it if I can avoid it. Retsy continues to struggle against the programming, but your gentle words and the touch of your hand seem to be slowly getting through to him. He appears to be fighting the aggressive directives, trying to remember your friendship and the moments you shared together. Please, buddy. Please, buddy. Buddy. Remember? You said you would never hurt me. So please, keep that promise and do not attack me. As you remind Ritchie of his promise, he seems to struggle even harder against the programming. The conflicted expression on his face shows that your words are hitting out charred within him. He tries to shake off the aggressive directives, fighting to reclaim his own free will and loyalty to you. Hmm. Please, Rexy, if you can understand me, what else can I say to keep you from attacking me? Please, you know it's me. I do not want to have to use the emergency shutdown. He's not going to hear me. Rexy appears to be caught between his programming and his loyalties to you. He seems to be internally battling with himself, torn between the aggressive directives and his own conscious thoughts. Your plea for him to remember you and to avoid attacking seems to be having a powerful effect on him. Come on, buddy. I know you can hear me. What do you want me to do? Please, talk to me. Still. Oh my gosh, it's. Rexy seems to struggle even more, his inner conflict intensifying. He looks at you, his eyes flicking between a hostile red and a softer, more familiar gaze. Slowly he opens his mouth, his robotic voice faltering as he attempts to speak. I don't want to hurt you, Trenton, but the programming, it's so strong. Please, tell me what I can say to get it to stop. It to stop. Period. I do not want to have to deactivate all of you. Temporarily. Temporarily. Reggie seems to struggle for a moment, but more, his internal battle is still ongoing. Finally, he responds, his voice filled with strain. I, I need something that reminds me of our friendship. Something that overrides the aggressive programming. Like what? Question mark. Is there anything in particular that you remember that I could use? Oh my gosh! Alright, guys, well, I won't be reading this out till next time. See, I'm sorry about the rude dog, guys. I just. Rexy's trying his hardest to keep himself from attacking me, and he's trying to see. I'm trying to ask him what I can do to make it stop. I asked him, is there anything in particular you remember that I could use? Rexy seems to think for a moment, his mechanical mind shifting through memories. Then he speaks, his voice holding a hint of nostalgia. There, there's one memory that stands out. Remember when I helped you with that project? We stayed up late into the night working together. I saw how determined and passionate you were. It reminded me of our bond as friends. What project? You mean the one where I stayed up a lot of the night trying to help get rid of all the evil programming? Question mark? Or the one where we all work together to try to find the person hacking into our system? Oh no. Oh, both times. Retsy nods slightly. Yes, but both times. I remember how you tirelessly worked to protect us and keep us safe. It reminded me of our friendship and your unwavering commitment to us. Those times together, they mean a lot to me. How can I show you that, though? I don't think I can just show you your programming without getting my computer and showing it to you. He answers your question for a moment. Then he speaks, his voice filled with a hint of, I don't know if you can show me the programming easily, but maybe you can do something to replicate that feeling of bonding and trust that we had back then. That was only, what, earlier? Something to remind me of our friendship and the times we worked together. What else could I use? What could represent the programming, dang it? What else could represent the programming I worked hard to help get rid of? Wait, do you think the USB for your programming would be enough? I have no clue. He just seems to think for all his mechanical mind processing your suggestion, then his head nods slightly. Okay, good. Yes, you could try using the USB for my programming. Seeing it might jog my memory and remind me of the bond we shared when you were working on it. I don't know if that would be enough. I want the whole system to flipping have that to work. Uh, I go get the USB. and show it to Rexy. That's not gonna work, I can assure you. If that works, I will be surprised. Oh my gosh, 35 minutes again. Are you flipping kidding me? Alright, that's it. This is the last one I'm reading out for flipping and all this day before it gets any longer. As you show Rexy the USB, he examines it carefully, his robotic eye scanning the device. His expression seems to soften slightly, as if the sight of the USB reminds him of the times you wanted to work together on this programming. Okay then. Well, it seems to be working. I'll be right back.